Hi, I'm Lisa Merrill, the Tomato Man's daughter, and we're here at the center of the universe in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And today we're doing the TMD tips. We're going to learn how to seed out tomato plants. Obviously, first you've got to start with tomato seeds. And these seeds actually are called, this variety is the yellow 1884 pink heart. My dad was known as the Tomato Man here in Tulsa for years, and he grew up heirloom tomato plants for people to put in their gardens, and this is one of his varieties that he developed. It's delicious. So what we're doing here is I've got a very neutral soil. You don't want to put tomato seeds into an acidic soil. So this is very neutral, not very much wood bark. The brand we use is Sunshine LC1. That's what Dad has always used, what he taught me to use, and it works great for tomato seeds. A lot of people will have trouble seeding out tomatoes because the soil is too acidic, so it's very important. Now the soil is very moist, not so moist that there's standing water. You want it to be more like a wrung out sponge. I'm just spacing these little seeds out. Some gardeners that aren't growing as many plants as I do for our business, they're just doing a home garden, they'll use the little cells and grow out of those, which is great. But I use these little sandwich containers and drill out the holes so that I have a larger space to work with. And now I'm just using a pocket knife or something sharp. I use this pocket knife because it was my grandpa's pocket knife, and my dad carried it as well. So it means a lot to me to put sentimental objects into my work. Keeps me connected, which is what gardening does, right? So we're just spreading these little seeds out. Doesn't have to be perfect, just so that they're not right next to each other. I'm just giving them a little bit of space, just a little bit of space. And that's actually looking pretty good. So the next step is just barely covering these seeds with soil. So I've got a little side of soil here ready to go. And now I'm just going to take it and I just kind of sprinkle mine through the center. You can do it however you want, but I like to do it this way because then you can just gently spread over the seedlings, kind of like you're icing a cake or something like that. Just barely getting this soil over the seed. Now you want to have good soil contact, but you don't want to press really, really hard at the same time. So I'm just gently patting this down. That way those little seed heads can pop through the soil really easily. Alright, it's looking pretty good here. Let's do one more. Now I usually take a spray bottle of water, very simple, and just spray the top. And that's mostly just for me to double check and make sure that I've covered every single seed there. Generally I haven't. So, you know, we make mistakes. It's all good. So we're just double checking here. I had a couple that were showing through. Now it's looking good. Alright, the next step is going to be covering this soil of seeds with a plastic container so we can get some good humidity going. So we need to go in the other room for that. Are we going to go in the other room? You want to come with me, Molly? Let's go. Now, you have my permission to do this in the comfort of your own home because I do this in my home. It doesn't have to be any place fancy. Alright, so I'm going to put it on my shelf here with all my other babies. Just a plastic container top like this, or you can even use saran wrap or some sort of plastic over the top. What we're wanting is just to get some good humidity in there. There'll be condensation on the lid, and that's important to get these seeds to germinate well. Alright, so those are TMD tips of the day. I hope they help.